time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network is next. Jordan Hicks, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy is a real good two-seam fastball, and you'll know if it's good because he'll have good run and sinking action to his arm side. He'll throw it to all four quadrants of the plate, and he needs that pitch to be effective in this game here today.
So striding in, Ian Happ, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The left fielder, Ian Happ.
Here comes the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone, whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set. You take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
2-0 now. The mercury still rising here at the ballpark. 93 degrees, our game time temperature. Now the 2-0 home. And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. And it's fouled away. Hit out towards second. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Tip your cap if you're the pitcher right there. That was a great battle. Couple of tough pitches. Offensive player able to work himself deep into the count. Pitcher on the attack. But chalk one up for the offense on that.
Stepping in now, Suzuki. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. Hicks has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact. A ball and a strike. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Popped him up. Sosa over to his right. He's got it 1 away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage, 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
From the stretch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Happ stands at first with one out. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3.
I love the ability to hold up right there, especially with count leverage. I know you want to get aggressive in the strike zone, but he was able to notice that that wasn't his pitch.
And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
Batting for the third baseman, number 16.
Now to the plate, Patrick Wisdom. He drove in 3 of his team's 4 runs in last night's game. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
In a big spot like this, you have to be looking for something you can handle. That pitch bunched him up completely, so I think he's trying to do a little bit too much right now.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 2-2. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Nootbaar is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The first baseman, Alfonso Rivas.
Coming to the plate now, Alfonso Rivas, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. The set and the 1-0. Look out. 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
This one is launched. Look at this. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead. No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ Show Track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Batting fifth, the second baseman.
Standing in now, David Bodie. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
That's inside. 2-0.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
3-0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Fastball too low, and that's ball 4.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and History repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
Digging in, Rafael Ortega. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's 3-0 Chicago. Keenan Thompson gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
So stepping in, Dylan Carlson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch.
Yeah.
The Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Matty, this team is oozing confidence right now. They were playing well coming into this game, and what do? Right out of the chute, top of the first, throw a 3 spot up on the board. They got the opposition on their heels.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here. Just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's a hot shot on the ground is short. Simmons is there, and that's the first out. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, definitely watch out for Corey Dickerson. Season, a lot of home runs, a lot of doubles. That's elite power. That's elite slugger territory. Not a lot of guys in the game get to that territory, even some of the really good ones.
First pitch on its way. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lays off the circle change there. A ball and a strike.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounded to first. He's got it. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Here's Nolan Arenado trying to cash in here in his first at bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Cubs 3 and the Cardinals nothing. So coming to the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Ball outside.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
The pitcher, Thompson, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he'll try to bunt that man to second, but this one kicks foul. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Now batting, the left fielder, Ian Happ.
Now at the plate, Ian Happ. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Hey, going back to his first at bat, that was a terrific at bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
And this will find the wall out near the visitor's bullpen as he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
So now to the plate, Suzuki, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And that's inside, looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Now the 2-0 home.
Ball 3.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. There's ball 4.
Looks like the pitching coach is going to come out and have a word with him. Don't like to see that in the second inning, but once he makes sure he's okay physically, I'm sure it'll be just words of encouragement the rest of the way.
Two on here with 1 man out, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And this will get to the wall over near the 336 marker. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Number 70 enters from the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 70.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Patrick Wisdom. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Awesome execution right there. Great pitcher's pitch and an excellent job to get ahead in a tough spot.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. This is line to left. And boy, the Cubs have come to play as this is good for extra bases as well. And the second run will score as well.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
At the plate now, Alfonso Rivas. And he lays off there 1-0. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. The 1-0 delivery. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground out to short. On to first, and there were 2 down.
The batter, number 13. Second base, David Bodie.
Striding in, David Bodie. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
To the plate now, Rafael Ortega. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The 1-0 home. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 8 and the Cardinals nothing. The next to bat for St. Louis, Nolan Gorman.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
First pitch coming, here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Right side, but it's well foul. The 1-1. Line drive to center field. Ortega is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting fifth.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
In now, Edmundo Sosa. Liner towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
At the plate, Lars Nootbaar. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The pitch.
Ball.
Nootbaar bats left but throws right and stands in at 6'3". He was an 8th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level. Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Lifted in the air out to left. Happ will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Digging in to try it again, Andrelton Simmons. He reached on a walk in his last time up and later came around to score.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, You can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home.
Ball. 2-0.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I'm interested to watch this next pitch right here. He got a swing on a high fastball. I wonder if he's going to pull the old Plesac and climb the ladder.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, the pitcher, Thompson.
Into the box now, Thompson. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
No ball.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
Oh, that's too low.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So he's quickly into scoring position now with a 2-out double here in the third. And as we take a look there at the team leaderboard, you can see he ranks 3rd best on this Chicago ball club. Into the box, Suzuki. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
From the stretch. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
Fastball in there, 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Now the payoff pitch home. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
The catcher, number 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Liner toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. Make it 9-0.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump. If this guy was too good, you knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Into the box now. Patrick Wisdom. Fouled away. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Looking to minimize the damage here. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Boy, that's a great take right there. He might have been frozen by that pitch, but it missed by just enough to give him life in this AB.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman, Alfonso Rivas.
At the plate, Alfonso Rivas. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now. Second and third, 2 away. That misses. 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Cardinals nothing. Digging in, Andrew Kisner, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The catcher, Andrew Kisner.
First delivery to him on the way.
No. 1 ball, no strike.
The 1-0 home.
Ball. 2 balls, no strike.
Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter.
2-1.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 or 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Number 70 stands in as he looks at a called strike. The 0-1 delivery. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A runner at first with no outs here. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Happ will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The center fielder, number 3, Gillis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dylan Carlson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, give me a repeat performance of that last double. With a man on first right now, let him run and get you a ribby.
From the stretch.
Yeah.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. The 0-1 pitch is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. The 1-1 hit hard down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. This pitch is popped up. Thompson shading to his right, but it's the third baseman who gets there to make the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. A runner on first with 2 away. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2 in the air out to right. Suzuki is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cards leave 1, starting to look bleak, down 10-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up one of the better clutch hitters on the landscape, David Bodie. Here's the first pitch to him. Too low, 1-0. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd, with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Rafael Ortega. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first two.
Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons as he'll take a look at ball one.
No strike.
The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
The 1-1.
Ball.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner and foul, though it had the home run distance. Runners on first with one down. Now a throw over and the runner will get back standing. The 2-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Dickerson. He gets there, and that's the second out. Striding into the box, Thompson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Lane 11, 1-1.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
Skied into straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1, but they're still in front. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Corey Dickerson.
The left fielder, Corey Dickerson.
First offering on its way. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Now here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hot shot to third. Throw gets him at first base as he took away a sure base hit that time. And here's another look at that highlight reel play with Show Track. Didn't have a lot of time to react, but he made a beautiful diving stop, and then you see the good hard throw across the diamond to record the out. Nice work. Into the box now, Nolan Gorman. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball one. Left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Cubs are on top 10-0. Number 34 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 34.
Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Ian Happ.
Now here's the pitch.
That's the ball. 1-0. Ball.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, number 27.
Stepping into the box, Suzuki. A couple of walks for him thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, and no one will track it down. Here's the pitch.
Ball. Playing 11. 1 ball, 1 strike.
One out, nobody on. One and two.
Great job by the pitcher right there, changing eye levels. We all know he's a sinker ball pitcher, but if he could throw some four-seamers up in the zone like that, it could work for him.
2-2.
Playing 2-2.
And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there were 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Wilson Contreras stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. So far this season, Contreras is working with a slugging percentage over .550, so there's no denying he's one of the premier power bats in the league.
0-2.
Late that time for a strike. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Contreras swings, and this is well hit to left. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot that time for Wilson Contreras. Now for him, 150 feet. An incredible home run to watch. And before the pitch here, time is asked for and granted by Woody Keller, the home plate umpire. Standing in now, Patrick Wisdom, as he rips it on the ground to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Stepping in now, Alfonso Rivas, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 0-1 count and the pitch. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Now a check swing. The appeal down to Earl Hendricks at third. No swing. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
A runner on first with 2 away. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. The 2-2 one more time. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Good swing just a little early, and he'll see another payoff pitch. Another payoff pitch. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he'd like to see a lot more aggressiveness in their at-bats the rest of the game. Too much of the time, they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Edmundo Sosa. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The pitch. Line to the right side, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
As a look, now the pitch. Lars Nootbaar is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the stretch. A double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they'll just get the 1. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn 2.
Well, when you get a ground ball in a double play situation, you always want to turn it, but that was a tough hit to do it on. You don't want to rush and make a mistake and get no out, so that was a good job to at least get the runner going into second.
set and the pitch. Andrew Kisner will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at two. One there. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn two, and it gets him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring in the second baseman, David Bodie. Now here's the pitch.
No. 1-0.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Ground ball, foul down the left side. To 2-2 now. Now the pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Carlson is right there, and he puts it away for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Rafael Ortega.
Striding in once again, Rafael Ortega. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, the shortstop, Anderson.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And standing in, one of the best 2-strike hitters in baseball, Andrelton Simmons. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 11-0. Tommy Edman was going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Tommy Edman.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Hit out towards second. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
So now to the plate, Dylan Carlson, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Now another 2-2, and he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Up next to the Cardinals.
Digging in, Paul Goldschmidt, 0 for 2 for him to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
On to first, it's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Johan Oviedo comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Johan Oviedo.
Ready once again, Keenan Thompson. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
The pitcher, Keenan Thompson.
Now here's the pitch.
Ball down.
The 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The left fielder, number 8.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Ian Happ. 3 hits, including a pair of doubles for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Nootbaar is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Number 27.
At the plate, Suzuki. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Left fielder looking up at the track. The wall. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. No hits to this point. That's lifted the other way out to left. Happ is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping up to the plate, Edmundo Sosa. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. At the plate, Lars Nootbaar. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. This is line to left. But this is right to him in left as he hardly has to. Now in the box, Wilson Contreras. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Yeah, now this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. That's popped up out towards short right field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
At the plate now, Patrick Wisdom, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Now the 1-0. Hard hit at third, And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And now this is bobbled and left.
Well, the pitcher's got to respect that. Third baseman getting dirty right there, trying to save him some extra bases.
The first baseman, Alfonso Rivas.
Into the box now, Alfonso Rivas, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Sometimes guys get a little less aggressive pitching with a couple runners on base, but not here. That was two good fastballs to take control of the bat and get the count to 0-2.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. So digging in now, David Bodie. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The 0-2 home.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. In now, Rafael Ortega. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Ortega is a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Here it comes, 0-2. Now a check swing. The appeal down to Earl Hendricks at third. No swing. It's ball one. Hit hard on the ground to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and the two-out threat will not come. So striding forward now, Andrew Kisner. He leads off their half of the eighth, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. One and two now as this catches the outer half.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Now batting, the pitcher.
And now time is going to be called here as we've got some Yahoo out there on the field. And per Major League Baseball, we're not going to show it to you, but security's got him surrounded now, and he's likely going to spend the rest of the afternoon in the pokey. Brendan Donovan will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning. And this is low, ball one.
1-0.
Ground ball foul down the left side. The 1-1. Hot shot down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
The 2-2 one more time. Locks him up for strike 3.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Dylan Carlson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. One and one the count now. Pitch on the way. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail by double digits, 11-1. Giovanni Gallegos enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready for another shot now, Andrelton Simmons. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And that misses for ball 1.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Here it comes, 1-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
The 2-0 on the way is a fastball that misses.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Now the pitch. Oh, that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Recovery throw is not in time, and that'll go down as a painful single.
Up next to the Cubs, the pitcher, Thompson.
At the plate, Thompson, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1. It could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And that's taken up and in for ball 2. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 2-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ian Happ. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's gone 3 for 6. First offering on its way. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Here it comes on 0-2. Runner at first here, one man out. And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
3-2, full count. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Ready for another chance? Suzuki 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Wow, was he looking to swing the bat right there? Check pitch on his swing. That ball wasn't even close to the zone.
And it's fouled away. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 2-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
And he fouls this one off. The 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Now check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning. Ready now, Paul Goldschmidt starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here's the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the gap and roll toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
Corey Dickerson is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The 1-0. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Yeah, and that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled off. A bouncer to the left side. And he's out on the tag. But they do play to run on the play.
Now batting. The second base.
Digging in now, Nolan Gorman. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
1-1 the count. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Count still at 1-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Ball.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
And that's low, ball 4.
That is just a great at bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them, and that never say die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Edmundo Sosa is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Fouled away. Looking for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Pops this one up. Rivas in foul ground makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
11-2 is the way this ball game ends. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Thompson earns his team-leading 11th win, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Jordan Hicks allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 11 runs, 15 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs, 7 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 38 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon, 46,000. The Cardinals would like to thank you for joining us and remind you to please drive home safely.